Imagine walking into an electronics store, buying a laptop, and then realizing it's not what you were looking for, just because you didn't know what megahertz and gigahertz meant. In this video, I'll break down the different types of hertz and what they actually do. Stay tuned. Just like in our storage video where we started with bits and worked all the way up to petabytes, we're gonna do the same thing here. We'll begin with the smallest unit and build up from there. The smallest unit used to measure processing speed is hertz. What does it mean? Hertz represent how many clock cycles per second a processor can perform. Now, it does not mean how many tasks a CPU can do per second. A single task can require multiple clock cycles to finish. So basically, Hertz tells us how fast the CPU is ticking, not how many works or tasks it can finish instantly. If we have 1000 Hertz, we have 1 kilohertz. If we have 1000 kilohertz, we have 1 megahertz. And the same thing, if we have 1000 megahertz, we will have 1 gigahertz. And 1 gigahertz is 1 billion hertz. So when we say a CPU runs at 3.5 gigahertz, that means it performs 3.5 billion clock cycles per second. Higher gigahertz does not mean always fast. You might think higher gigahertz means higher speed. And you're not wrong. Gigahertz does indicate speed, but it's not the only factor. A 3.5 gigahertz CPU can be faster than a 4 gigahertz CPU depending on other factors, like number of cores, IPC, which is instruction per cycle, cache size, and architecture efficiency. For example, a CPU with fewer cores but higher gigahertz can still be slower, while a 3.5 gigahertz CPU with more cores and better architecture can outperform it. So gigahertz alone does not tell the full story. Now, where do we use hertz, megahertz, and gigahertz? Hertz is used where things are slow, like clocks and timers and things like that. Megahertz is used in audio systems, radio channels, and short-range communication devices like walkie-talkie. Gigahertz used in modern fast hardwares like CPUs, GPUs, and RAM. Now, RAM is actually advertised in megahertz, but is actually operating in gigahertz. For example, a 1600 megahertz RAM is actually 1.6 gigahertz. People still say megahertz because it's tradition, even though the numbers are in the thousands. Now, why should you care about these units? Let me ask you this. You want to buy a gaming PC that runs games smoothly with high frames per second. If you only look at gigahertz, you might buy the wrong CPU. Then what happens? You return it, you waste your time, get frustrated, and still can't play your favorite game. Understanding hertz, megahertz, and gigahertz and what actually affects performance helps you buy the right hardware, save time and money, and enjoy your games sooner. That was all about processing units of measurement. We learned about different hertz units and where they are used and why you need to know them. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to share it with friends and family so they can benefit from it as well. See you in the next one.